Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is another pick a card read for you. This time it's about why is there no communication? Why are they ghosting you? Why are they not talking? Let's find out, shall we? If that sounds good to you, if you're in a situation where there's no communication, why they're ghosting you, you'll want to watch this reading. So as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to each of these. So if it does sound like your story or like it could be your story, you might want to get that. It's a written reading that goes with each of these, and it goes into advice, guidance for you right now in the situation you find yourself in, how to deal with this, how to turn it around, what your part is in it, whatever like that. And guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, how to make it work really good, and possible timelines, how it might all go down. Then you can book in for one of those. There'll be a link toward the end of each of these readings popping up there to book in for that. Also in the description box for this video and in the comments box as well. You can also find the fast forward links, the timestamps to go to your reading in the comments and in the description box. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Do you want the crystal? Do you want the flower? Or do you want the shell? Take your pick now, and I will see you in your reading. Enjoy. Thank you for your likes, your watching, your shares, your comments, and your subscriptions. Very much appreciated. See you in your reading. Oh. So if you chose the crystal, and this one is for you, crystals, let's find out. Why no contact? Why no contact for crystals? So crystals, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. So if it does resonate with you, if you find that this is your story, it could be your story, and you want more information about this, is a written reading that goes with it. Now that's going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, healing from this, manifesting it, whatever it is that you're doing right now. Guidance for you in this relationship. So what you need to know about you, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics to make this relationship work really well, and how this might all go down and possible timelines. Toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there to book in for that. There's also a link in the description box and the comments for this video as well. Okay, so you've got Make a Wish out first. So why no contact? They're wishing for contact, it seems. Rituals and offerings, they're trying to manifest it. They're trying to manifest it. Wishing and trying to manifest it. I don't know, that's very wishy-washy. Not taking action, just wishing. Okay, let's get some more cards out. Yeah, you know, the law of attraction is all good, but it can be very disempowering when people don't take action. They don't communicate. You can't have a relationship just by putting someone on your vision board and wishing for them and praying for them. You've got to actually have a relationship with them, invest in them, you know, get some relationship skills, actually put yourself in that situation kind of thing. So they might not be doing that. Crystals, let's get some more information for you. Oh dear. You got imagination here. That's not a good sign, hey? They're wishing for you, they're dreaming about you. Meet Zed. He might not look like your ordinary house cat, but in fact he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or from a far off land. He lives just around the corner. He's the maker of his own kittyverse. He's constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today he's purple and green, but tomorrow he might be made of flowers, and the next day he might have stars for eyes. We're all in a constant state of becoming. We don't always need to stick with a familiar ABC. Sometimes we can reach for Z. So they're in their imagination, they're trying to manifest you, they're wishing for you, but it's all very up in the air. This is someone that's just thinking about you, that's not taking any action, not even contacting you. Let's get some tarot out and find out more about this, and why they're in this. Just wishing and praying and hoping and doing rituals and writing your name down, and you know, maybe doing a bit of magic and daydreaming about you, and not even messaging you or getting in touch with you. Bizarre, okay? Let's find out why. Okay, well 3 just kind of slid along my leg there. You see that? So I think we're taking those. There's one on the table there as well. I'll put the others away and we'll shuffle again. Give me 2 more before I uncover these. I don't know why, but there we go. There's the 2. Right. Let's find out why. First up, we've got the Devil. So they're in negativity or an addiction. That's what I'm getting from that. Negativity or an addiction. What else? The 9 of Pentacles, which is single person manifesting things for themselves. Single. Oh. Crystal, this could be someone who's kind of playing at the moment, who's kind of addicted to their old life. They want you, but they want you in the future. Kind of dreaming of being committed to you. We'll find out in the cards, but this could be someone that's kind of wants the cake and wants to eat it too. It could be someone that's living a single life, very much player or in negativity or whatever, but they're dreaming of you too. So they're trying to live 2 different lives at the moment. 9 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Both, to me, a single person manifesting the money, a single person fulfilling their desires. Ace of Cups, the heart overflowing. And the 7 of Cups, a lot of choice here and confusion about the choices. To me, this is the energy of somebody who has a lot going on in their life. So they could be like manifesting a lot of money, be really busy in their business and their career. They could be feeling very fulfilled with their friends. The life could be full of love. And then they're trying to manifest you as well, dreaming about you, but they've got so much choice here. It's like, what do I put my time and my energy into? The first card out is the Devil, though. Let's find out more about that, because that's kind of very telling. If that one hadn't come out, if it was just those, I would be feeling very differently about this reading, but because the Devil came out there, there's something weird about this. Why the Devil? Why have we got the Devil here? The Crystal's person. About them not communicating. Why the no communication? Why the Devil here? Could very much be, like a single person, player kind of thing, but like if they were going to settle down with someone, they would settle down with you, Crystal, and they kind of want to do both at the same time. Just with that 7 of Cups, they've got a lot of options there, And it's a card of confusion, not sure which options to take. Maybe they think that they can have it all. The Devil and walking away. So they would have, maybe they're thinking that they can have it all. That it very well could be that they are dreaming of you, trying to manifest you and all of that, wishing for you, but they know that if they choose you, they're going to have to leave their old life behind, the single life. They're not so sure about that at the moment. So they're pulling back from you and not communicating with you while they make that decision. So it doesn't feel to me like there's anyone else in the picture, or there's a lot of people in the picture, but there's no one else in the running for a relationship. But they've got a lot going on in their lives right here. 9 of Pentacles. Why the 9 of Pentacles? The 5 of Voices. They don't want to leave themselves out. They don't want to. Okay, your person is probably someone that has been in a long-term committed relationship before, and it was disappointing to them. They missed out on a lot. Maybe they had to give up their friends, the socializing, take the foot off the pedal of their career and stuff like that, and they're like, it wasn't worth it. That relationship, they're coming up as a single person now, and then they're like, no, I really want to get into another controlling relationship. So they were with someone that was controlling before, maybe very insecure, that didn't want them to do all of this other stuff, didn't want them to have friends, didn't want them to, be working all the time, a very insecure person like that. And so they've got some hang-ups from the past. They're not sure that they want to walk away from the single life, because to them, from what they've experienced before, it was very burdensome being in as part of a couple. Nine of Cups, so now they're fulfilling themselves, right? So they've got themselves out of that relationship. They've healed themselves somewhat from that relationship. So they're living their life as a single person. They've got a lot in it. Then you show up and they're like, oh God, the sirens are going off. Another one, a relationship. Am I willing to give up all of this for it? See, they're thinking that you're a psycho. They're thinking that you're like their ex, so they're not fully healed from it yet, from their ex. They're wary. They're wary to get into a relationship if the same thing happens again. So they're actually considering, I will have to leave everything behind. And then I worked so hard to get back. I got my life back. This person got their life back. And they think they're going to have to give up their life again to be with you. This person needs to heal themselves. Nine of Cups, so they're fulfilling their own wishes now. Eight of Materials, they're working toward things as well for themselves. This is very single energy. This is single because I've been burned kind of an energy. So the Ace of Cups, heart overflowing now. What's this? Are they filling their own cup now? Seems to me like they're filling their own cup, which is a really good start, isn't it? But not if they're not open to a relationship. It's not a good start for you. Queen of Materials, interesting. Maybe they see you doing that too, crystals. They're filling the cup. Queen of Materials. It's one that is headed towards success, that knows that their success is impending. They're very confident in that. Right, and so they could just be focused on something career-wise right now, and they're not willing to give that up. It feels to me like they put you on the back burner. That they're trying to manifest you, but it's not yet. That's all future stuff. They're wishing for you and all future, but they're not taking any action towards you because they're very much focused on something else. So the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Where are the Seven of Cups here? Seven of Cups. No, it could have been those cards, yeah, but I wasn't really feeling it. The Six of Materials, that's the one that I was expecting to come out. I thought the other two cards were that. I'm like, huh? Why isn't it the Six of Materials? I don't even need to use cards here, but they look nice and I like playing with them. Seven of Cups, it's reciprocity is what it is. So they want to invest a certain amount of time and energy into this relationship if they're going to go in. This is someone that's really considering it, hey? And the Six of Materials is all about reciprocity. It seems to me right now, this person has got a choice to make, right? They've got something going on with the Pentacles, with the work, and they're very much focused on that. And yes, they've got hang-ups from the past because they had to give stuff up before. It might seem like they're a player and stuff because they're very much in that single energy, but they're happy with that. They're putting to work toward fulfilling their desires, and it's all for them, and that's a good thing. They've empowered themselves. It could come across to you as kind of selfish because of that, but I'm feeling like this is really empowered because they've got a past energy here of being in a relationship with someone very controlling because they're insecure. So it's good selfish, right? It's good selfish what they're doing right now, but it's having them shut down to you in relationship because it's a big decision for them to do that, and they want to be fully reciprocal when they make that decision. So they want to be able to go all in kind of thing. Not all in, but to have some kind of balance. Your person is working on something at the moment. They're using their time, their energy, their focus on something else. Yes, they're wishing for you. Even you're there, but they're not taking any action on it. This is someone that plans their life. I don't know. They think a lot. Your person thinks a lot here, so they don't want to come in. This isn't someone that wears the heart on the sleeve. It's not someone that takes not risky decisions, more emotional decisions. They're not just going to rush into a relationship, you know, without thinking about it. So why the devil and the eight of emotions? Having to walk away from something. Forgiveness. Okay. Yeah, it's that past relationship, like I was getting. They still haven't found that forgiveness, right? So they've still got baggage from that relationship. They've healed from it somewhat because they're focused on themselves now. They got out of that energy that they're in with that past person, that past relationship. But they haven't done the forgiveness yet. They haven't completed that lesson yet. You need them to complete that lesson before they come in. So they won't realize this, right? And this is the first row out. So they don't realize that it's because they haven't fully healed yet from that past relationship. But this stuff is like the on the surface stuff, yeah? It's the on the surface stuff. So they're being single and they know it's the right thing to do because it feels so good. It will feel so good after coming out of a relationship like that, especially when you've not healed from it completely. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Voices, and you can't help them get over that either. Like if you stormed on into their lives now, crystals, you would be kind of enabling them to not fully complete that healing, that lesson from their ex, you know. They need to do this. They need to heal it by themselves first. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Voices. Changes. Yeah, so they've made big changes in their lives. They've taken back their power. They've started working towards something. Starting a business, creating a career, something like that. They've got their power back. Socializing with their friends, all of that. Nine of Cups. They're working toward fulfilling their own desires. And it feels very empowering and it feels very good. And am I willing to give up this single life and go into a relationship? I don't know. We've got psychic development here as well. So they have been healing themselves. They're very much on this path to healing this past relationship, to relationship healing, right? So releasing the baggage, but they haven't done it yet. Ace of Cups and the Queen of Materials. It's their success that's filling their cups at the moment because they've taken back their power and they're creating something for themselves. They're making something for themselves and they're honoring your energy, so they're not coming in. That's why there's no contact. They're honoring your energy. They're not ready to go all in, and they kind of know, but I don't think your person is conscious enough to know that it's the not healing and releasing that past relationship yet. So Seven of Cups, Six of Materials, need to ground themselves first. So they're in this process. They're in this process of getting over this relationship. That's why they're holding on to the singleness, the singledom so much. Right, give us more. So why no contact from Crystal's person? Children. Oh, interesting. I wasn't picking that up. Children, and pay attention to red flags. Do you have children? Crystals, it could be something, there could be something about you that reminds them of this ex. I'm not saying you're insecure or controlling or any of that. I mean, you might be, but maybe it's that you've got children and their ex had children. There's something that makes them wary about you. Some red flags. Now, there might not be actual red flags, you know. It could be that you've got blonde hair and their ex had blonde hair. Blonde hair isn't a red flag, right? But they could be linking that in. It could be scaring them. And of course, that's the way that the universe is going to work. Because if they've got baggage that they're not fully healed, what will the universe and the higher self do? It'll put in their path things to remind them of the healing that they need to do. So you could have a big part in their healing and be instigating that in them by that very thing, by triggering them, by showing them red flags, even though you're not. Well, you might not be anyway. You might be, I don't know. A new romantic cycle begins. They very much need to complete that old cycle, don't they? And they need to walk away from it. Yeah, this is someone that's not healed from a previous relationship. Oh no. Oh dear. I'll sort that out later. Okay, give us more on this. Why no contact for crystals? Why no contact for crystals? Why no contact for crystals? Virtue. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Oh, putting you on a pedestal here. That's why they won't come in until they're reciprocal. Yeah, maybe they're feeling that. Maybe they're feeling the healing vibe from you and realize that they're a bit of a mess. That's interesting, isn't it? Virtue. So they're seeing the virtues in you. They're not feeling ready, but you're on the horizon. They see you as the future, is what I'm getting here. Let's get some more out for you. Why? Why no contact for crystals? Yeah, so they seem to be putting you on a pedestal there, thinking of you as virtuous, knowing that they need to be like reciprocal before they come in. Got flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. You're a temptation to them, but they're very much focused on their own track right now. So in a way, you're a red flag just by you being attractive to them, by your virtue, by all the good things. They're like, no, I promised myself I was going to get back on track with my career and all of this. And there's Crystal. Ah, yes, maybe in the future, maybe definitely in the future, but I've got to keep on with this focus because I've been doing so well. I've been filling my heart up. It's been making me feel so much better. So in other words, you feel like a step back because they see relationship as a distraction, as taking them backwards, taking them into old energy where they don't want to go again. Karma, haystack, you'll reap what you've sown. That's reminding me of this reciprocation stuff. It feels to me like they want to be really solid in themselves before they get into a relationship so that they don't get like what they got before. So that this past relationship that they're in, they could have just like leapt into that without thinking, without having a firm foundation within themselves, which left them open to being controlled. Well, family wishes coming true. So it could be that you've got children and they could be very attracted to that, like wanting this family situation with you. They're holding themselves back, and they're holding themselves back on purpose here. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. You're in the future plans, but right now, zup, they're focused on themselves. To some mythical point where they think that they're going to be ready and have enough money or have enough fulfillment in their lives to open it up to you. Little do they know that they really, what needs to happen is they need to find forgiveness and actually heal from that past relationship. So they're kind of expecting you to be like their ex. They're not fully healed from that. They think that it's all about them getting money together or whatever, focused on that because that's making them feel powerful at the moment. But what they really need to do is feel powerful emotionally by healing themselves from that past relationship, and then they'll come forward. So on a bridge at the moment, of course they've got a higher self that's helping them. The whole universe is helping them with this, so don't worry about it. It's not like they're by themselves. Temple, there's a spiritual calling behind this. So yes, like I said, the higher self is on at them. You don't need to get involved in that. You know what happens, if you got involved in this and if you tried to tell them, you just need to heal, what are they going to see that as? They're going to see you as their ex wanting to control them, and it's going to make them back off even more. So be really careful. Just give them the space and time to do this. The higher self is working on it. I just have something biting my back. Let's have one more of these. The riddle. Yeah, it's a puzzle at the moment. It's a puzzle that they need to solve, and they need to solve it by themselves. So give them the power to do that, because remember, they've been finding their power. Leave them with that power. They've got you on their mind for the future. Don't worry about it. And the higher self is getting involved in this. So what would they say then? If they were contacting you, what would they want to say to you? If you were in contact at the moment, what would they want to tell you? Be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. They want you to be really true to yourself. They don't want you to be their ex, right? And of course, no one gets into a relationship with someone that's shown that they're being controlling. They don't show that they're being controlling at first. They hoodwink you into not being that, and then they try and control you once they've got you. You know, so they want to see the real you. They want you to be authentic. They want you to be a carbon copy of them, really, you know, and be focused on your stuff and remember doing that. They're going to feel secure if they see you doing that, doing similar things to them, focusing on the career, focusing on your money, doing things for yourself, having that power within yourself. Maybe their ex wasn't like that, you know. So show them your security in yourself. That's what it is. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Have patience with them. So they want you in the future, not right now. Sorry about that, Crystal. That must suck hearing that. And do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So if you are focused on them, if you're trying to contact them or whatever, like I said, don't do it. Have your focus on someone else, they say. You might be appearing to them as needy or controlling like their ex by trying to push this, by trying to get in touch with them. Don't do that. Not with this person. Leave them to make that decision by themselves, because they need to be in their power on this one. So you stand in your power there. Wow, there you go, Crystal. So if that sounds like your story or could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive, the written reading that goes with this. I'll pop a link for it up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15, 16 American dollars right now. As I said, that's a written reading. I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation right now. Like you've already had some guidance there, but let's get deeper into that. Guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics, how to make this work really well, and how this might all go down as well, possible timelines for this. So that sounds good to you. Book in for that. As I said, you will receive an email when you book in. Make sure you get your email address right. That email might land in your inbox if we're lucky, or your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Look for it in there before you email me, because I'll just tell you to do that. And then when you find that email, there will be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You just click on the crystal one and you can instantly download that. So thank you so much for watching and for your support of my channel, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your comments. Very much appreciated. I will see you next time. Bye. So if you chose the flower, then this one is for you. Let's find out why the no communication. Why aren't they communicating? Flowers, let's find out. Now, as always, there's a deeper dive to this, so if this does resonate with you, if it is your story, or I think it might be your story, and you want some more information on it, so you want some guidance about what to do in this situation, how to progress it forward, that kind of thing. And guidance for you within this relationship as well, so possible dynamics within this relationship, what you need to know about you, what you need to know about them, how to make this work really well, and possible timelines, how this all could go down as well, how things could change. If that interests you, then you can book in for that deeper dive. You'll find a link for that in the comments for this video and in the description box for this video. And also at the end of the reading, there'll be one popping up here as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. It's an instant download, so as long as you get your email address right, you'll receive an email. It could be in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Look in there before you contact me, because I'm just going to tell you to look in there and you'll find it. And in that email, you will find a link for the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the link and you'll download it straight away. So. Okay, so what? Why the no contact? What's going on here? Why no contact for flowers? There seems to be a lot of this no contact thing going on at the moment. A lot of ghosting appears to be going on, and I'm sure that they've got a good reason for it, but let's find out what it is. Why no contact? Why no contact for flowers? Let's see. We've got be still a while. Okay, so they're taking time out. It's not just you that they're not contacting. It's not just, it's not like, oh, they're moving forward in other areas of life and they're not talking to you. No, they're pretty much being still. So in a place of retreating from the rest of the world, they're being still a while, not sure how they want to progress, that kind of thing. So not making any progression at all. So they're being still a while there. Let's get some more cards out, see what's going on for you. See if we can unravel this story for your flowers. Why no contact for flowers? Got the soulmates card out. Very interesting. Soulmate, meet, moon and mirror, the perfect reflections of each other. Okay, stop right there. The perfect reflections of each other. Now, let's be honest, flowers. What are you going through in your life at the moment? Because this is saying that you're a perfect reflection of them. And so you might be saying, oh yeah, I'm going through this in my life, but I would still contact them. I would still have that going on. Well, maybe you shouldn't have something else going on. No, I mean, maybe now is not the time to be contacting them. Maybe you shouldn't be saying yes, but I would still contact them kind of thing. Maybe you should be focused on what else is going on in your life at the moment. I'm just getting that hit straight away. They're perfect reflections of each other, these soulmates. So if you're a perfect reflection, maybe, or just maybe, if the ball was in the other court, you would be like, hang on a minute, I just need to focus on this, my career, or whatever it is, whatever you've got going on in your life. It could be family stuff, it could be all kinds of things. Mirror reflections, huh? They just have so much to teach each other and so much to learn. Just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, they reflect each other's light back to each other. And darkness, right? They're both emanating and reflecting. Look around. Your friends and family are perfect reflections of you. They're in your dream just as you're in their dream. A perfect paradox. So with each interaction, ask yourself, what do I have to learn from you? What do I have to learn from this? Right, flowers? What do I have to share with you? What are you teaching me about myself? Remember, we're here to help each other grow. And so it could be one of you, as in them, your person, flower, is taking that time out because they're kind of forced to. But maybe you both need to learn about balance in your lives and to take time out for other things when you need it too. You might be all in, flowers, on this relationship instead of having more balance in your life. They might be forced to have more balance in their life because there's nothing else to do. They've got to retreat from you. Anyway, let's get some tarot out and find out more about this story. Let me just have a little bit of iced coffee first. Have some fuel for this. Be happy. Oops. Drip on the flower. Be happy, flowers. Okay, so give us more on this. Why the no contact? Why the no contact? Let me just put that there and then I know where my limitations are. Why no contact for flowers? What is going on? Why no contact for flowers? Strength. So they are focused on something else at the moment is what I'm getting, to get stronger, to find the strength to be able to move forward, which seems to me like coming together with you is a risk. They will have to stand up to other people, or they will have to change something in their lives which seems risky. They need to be strong first. It could just be that they've got like emotional stuff going on, baggage to deal with. They could be doing some inner work at the moment, but let's get some more cards out and find out. Now, victory, it's more in their external life, so they want some victory first. They want to feel strong, they want to have some victory first, so it could be a financial thing or a career thing. They need to get some balance first. It feels like, flowers, your person might want to impress you or might need to impress you. They might not be feeling so good. Oh look, she's got a heart on, a long chain heart, just like I've got my rose quartz here. So they need to get stronger before they come in, before they contact you. Okay. 3 cards all came out. Told to take them all, so here we go. We've got the Queen of Swords, so they're cutting some stuff out. They're having to stand up for themselves. They're having to say no to something in their life. And that seems to be the risk. They're healing at the moment, yep. And they're going through a nightmare right now. So there is some kind of a protective element to this. They want to be strong before they get in touch with you. They want to tell you about a victory. They want to impress you. They want to be happy. If you're a happy person, Flower, they want to be happy before they come in. They want to match you as your soulmate. They want to be that same energy as you. So they don't want to bring you a nightmare. They want to heal themselves first and have some kind of victory before they come in and communicate with you. Let's get some clarity on this then. The Strength. Why have we got the Strength card here? Why do they need to be strong before they'll contact? Yes, they need to hold back. We know that. Holding back is the Four of Materials. Five of Emotions to defrost their hearts. So they need to feel strong emotionally within themselves. They're not feeling strong right now. They're not feeling strong right now, emotionally enough to communicate. So that would make sense, right? Because they would be communicating, even if they wanted like some kind of a victory in their external life, like more money or whatever, that wouldn't stop them from communicating, would it? What would stop them from communicating is if they're just feeling really shaky in themselves emotionally, not sure about you. It's not that they're not sure about you, it's they're not sure about themselves being a match to you. Yeah. So Six of Wands. Why? What's this victory about, this Six of Wands? The Muse of Inspiration, the King of Wands. They want to come in like empowered, like a king, like ready for this. Like they want to come in armed with everything that they want, you know, everything that they want to come into a relationship with. So the feeling inept is the word that I just heard there. The feeling inept, the feeling unprepared, unready to even communicate because they're not ready to come in yet. They do want a victory. They want to feel victorious. They want to feel like the King of Wands, the one's inspired. It feels to me like this energy, Flowers, is someone, like if they came in right now, they wouldn't impress you. It'd be someone saying, yeah, I've got all these feelings for you, but I don't have a job and I don't have any money right now. I've got nothing to offer you and I quite even come and see you. That kind of thing, you know, they're not going to do that. They want to come in like victorious, like a king. Coming in to save the day kind of thing. Not to save the day, but to offer you something. To actually offer you something. So what's this Queen of Swords about? What are they cutting out? They're having to stand up and like the Queen of Swords is all about boundaries. It's about empowerment. The Three of Emotions. Somebody else. There's somebody else in the picture here. They're having to be empowered towards someone else. So there's someone going out of their lives. They want to get rid of out of their lives. And causing them some kind of a trouble here. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Three of Emotions. I don't always get. Sometimes I get reunion and all of that from that. What I'm getting is that there's a third party involved here. Someone, an ex. They could have been married to them. They might be wanting to finalize something there. There's someone in their life that they need to have more boundaries. That's why it's risky at the moment. That's why they're feeling not emotionally ready. They want to come in victorious, so they need to be totally ready. Four of Swords, so they're healing themselves from this, bound. They're bound right now. They're resting. Right? Be still a while. They're resting at the moment. Healing themselves because they feel bound. They are bound at the moment. There's something actually stopping them from feeling strong. It feels like a physical thing to me. So the divorce isn't finalized. They haven't sorted out the money yet. They haven't got a job. It's something like that. It's something actually tangible. They've got the emotional ramifications from this, which is why they're not getting in touch with you. Why the Nine of Swords? Oh, Empress. The Empress. Because you're their person. This is a nightmare. They can't. Oh no. This is the nightmare. They're in such a dilemma. They're being ripped apart here because they want to come in and they can't. They want to be with their Emperors. Oh. So they feel very strongly about you. We'll get more about their feelings, all right? But let's get some more clarification on this. So why the Strength? So they're going through something for a reason, right? The universe doesn't do this for no reason. So they will be growing stronger from this, which is why the Strength card is coming out. So it could be, Flowers, that you need someone that's really strong. You need your king. You need your King of Wands here. You need someone that's in that energy. They weren't in that energy before. So they've been given the circumstances to become that king. for the Empress. The Emperor for the Empress, right? So why this strength? Why? What's behind this? The lesson in strength that they're getting at the moment. Flowers person. Burden. Oh, okay. So they've been in kind of codependent patterns and taking the burdens on from others. So doing way too much, offering way too much, and then they get depleted. That's what happens. You get depleted if you do that. If you wanted to give too much of your energy away, you end up in resentment. You end up depleted. You're running on empty. That kind of thing. They've been running on empty. They've been burdened by people before. Way too prepared to give away their energy. That's why they're having to go through this now to get strong, to be empowered. That's why the Queen of Swords has come out, to be empowered. So the last thing you want, flowers, is someone to come into your life who has these codependent patterns that will likely come into your life and want to expend your energy, have you helping other people instead of helping yourself, distracting you from that, maybe giving away your money and stuff like that. The last thing you need is that. You want someone to come in who's in their power, who's building something for themselves and for you, not expending their energy, wasting it on things that are going to deplete them. So that's why you need them to come in with their strength, yeah? Otherwise, you're going to get into a codependent situation of looking after them while they're trying to look after other people instead of doing it for themselves. So it seems like they've had an awakening lately, and maybe you're the one that provided that, to say, hey, flowers person, get yourself into your power now, get strong, start, come to this place of being a king, of standing in your power, so that you can actually create something that you want in your life, so you can be with your Empress. Six of Wands in the Muse of Inspiration. So they want this victory, self-love, yeah. So they're realizing they need to love themselves. You know what flowers has picked up on them is maybe they were settling for a lot less because they hadn't met you yet, and so and they're they met you, or they're aware of you, whatever the situation is that you're in, flowers, and you've kind of raised the bar, and now they're like, oh, now I need to love myself, now I need to turn myself into this king, now I need to have some victories. So it could be that they were kind of settling for less than that before. And when you settle for less, it doesn't require much of you, right? Imagine like if you were just going to, say in a workplace, if you were just going to a job that didn't require much from you, you wouldn't be that inspired, you wouldn't have to get strong, you wouldn't require much of yourself, you wouldn't be like learning and growing within yourself. You wouldn't be pushing yourself and challenging yourself for it. And then you get rid of that job, or you get the chance of this new job, which would require a lot from you. You'd need to learn new things, you'd need to grow, you'd need to really put yourself out there in a big way. Well, then you'd raise up to it, right? More would be expected from you, and so you would raise up to that challenge. And I feel that that's what's happened here, is that they've met you or become aware of you in some kind of way, and they're like, wow, I need to step it up now. I need to become a better person for my Empress. So that's why they're having to do the self-love thing now. It's like, oh, now I need to be much more than I was before, much better than I was before. Queen of Swords and Three of Emotions. What's this? The Queen of Swords and Three of Emotions. It's in a journey of empowerment. So they could be learning about their codependent ways at the moment, how they've been giving it all away, and how they need to empower themselves now in this third party. So it's someone that they settled for before, wasn't requiring much of them, but to try and get them out of that requires a big inner journey to get themselves strong enough to do it. So much strength here, so they're not strong enough to communicate with you at the moment. They might be feeling disappointed in themselves. But I don't think it's like they've fallen from grace. I think grace is what they've got their sights on now. You and grace and great things in their lives. Bringing themselves up to that point. Four of Swords and the Eight of Voices, but they're very much trapped at the moment. New beginnings. From that new beginning, so they're resting, unbinding themselves from this situation in the past, so they can come towards you. It's a bit of a nightmare for them. It's an absolute nightmare for them that they can't head towards you. Oh. An emotional release there. We've got an emotional release out with that. So it is a nightmare. They're really, yeah, Nine of Swords and the Empress there, an emotional release. So this is really hard for them. They could be crying at night, emotionally releasing the stress that this is causing them. Their flowers. So, let's get some more cards out. Let's get some romance cards out. Why the no contact then? Why the no contact from Flowers person? Why no contact from Flowers? Why no contact? So I think the real answer is yes, they're going through all of these things, but still, why no contact? Because they're not feeling emotionally stable enough. They feel like they're just going to disappoint you and they'll lose you completely. Keeping an open mind and expressing love. They're keeping an open mind and expressing love. They're not feeling like they can come towards you at the moment and express that love. That's what they want to do, right? They want to come, when they communicate with you, they want to say, Flower, I love you and I can be with you and this and I've got this and that. They want to come to you victorious and strong and express that love. Keeping an open mind on that. So this suggests to me that they're not fully confident that this is going to happen. They're still open-minded. It's still open. They're hoping for it because it's an absolute nightmare and they're crying about it. They want it, but it feels to me like you haven't got someone that's like 100% confident in themselves. Well, you obviously haven't, because Stranded is the first card out. I am not strong enough is what this person is saying. I'm not strong enough to be with you right now, Flowers. Got stuff going on that's making me crumble. So it could be that you've got a very loving and giving person on your hands here, Flowers, but they've been taken advantage of in the past. And then they find themselves locked into those situations, and now they're learning to be strong. Show the world the real you. So there's another side of them that's coming out now. It feels like they're on a fast track of self-development right now. It could have been instigated by you, Flowers, and so much is happening, right? That's the Aquarius energy there, full moon in Aquarius. There's so much happening for them. It's like that star energy really coming into their own, you know, or realizing their potential. It feels like they were kind of lazy in their life before. Never any good reason to do anything great, really. And then they've met you and they're like, oh, now I need to sort out my love life. I'm not saying that your person's never done anything great. They could have had plenty of victories and money and work and stuff like that. It doesn't feel like they've had a great relationship yet. And so they're raising the bar there with you. Why no contact? Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energy to the loving forces of the universe. They're having to trust a lot in this process because they're having to give things up, whatever it is that's binding them here. Also, they're keeping an open mind about this. I feel like you've got a spiritual person on your hand here. Just because of that keeping an open mind, it seems like, and this release, they're handing it over to the universe or God or whatever it is that they believe in, right? It feels that way to me. Give us more. Why are they not? Why is Flowers person not communicating? Why no communication for Flowers at the moment? Okay, I've got Shark. Take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. So whatever it is that they're going through, it has financial consequences for them. That's why they feel like they're bound here. They're having to be very strong and have some boundaries. I feel it's got something to do with this third party. Third party can be another relationship. It can be a job. It can be a boss. It can be parents. It can be family stuff. It can be all kinds of things, the third party. But it's something else in their life that's causing them some kind of drama that they're having to stand up to now, that has got some loss of material wealth. Having to be very careful there. An exciting event. What's that about? Maybe it's because they want to be in their full power and they want the communications with you to be exciting. They want to impress you. I was getting that. They want to impress you. You're probably impressing them, flowers, and they want to impress you right back. They want to feel worthy of you, really, and I don't think they're feeling worthy of you at the moment. Okay. Also got pig. Beware of greed. They're dealing with a greedy person at the moment. So they could be trying to get out of a business contract, a marriage contract. Someone's being greedy. Someone's wanting all of the stuff from them not getting anything back. They're being beware of greed there. Wish will not be granted. They're standing up to it. Yeah, that's why the Queen of Swords with this third party, right? They're having to stand up to someone, a boss. It could be someone suing them. It could be a divorce, but they're having to not grant the greedy person's wish. They're standing up to them, they're being strong. It's a temporary situation. It's a temporary situation that they're going through, so they are going to come out of it. It's not got any permanence to it, this situation, but they're having to deal with it at the moment, and really it's all about their strengths and them releasing burdens and not being burdened by other people in these situations. So I do feel like you've got someone that's very loving and giving here, maybe to a fault, and now they're learning about that. They're learning to be empowered instead. That could be something that you've already been through, flowers, and that could be why you're sitting in that energy, the soulmates reflecting back to each other, and they're like, oh, now I've met flowers, I need to be that empowered. I need to be empowered self as well. Okay, why no communication? Could you give us more about this, please, for flowers? Why no communication for flowers? The mask. Having to hide behind a mask. They could have a smile on the face at the moment. Haven't I said this a few times for you, flowers now? They're having to hide behind a mask. Yeah, check back in the old, the previous picker cards for more information as well, flowers, because this has come out a fair bit. Is that you might see, if you're noticing them, you're not seeing them crying at night, you're not seeing everything they're going through. They might have a smile on their face, they're hiding behind a mask there. What else? Yeah, comic, same. It's the mask, it's the comic. They're laughing and joking, they're smiling. There's confirmation of what I was just saying. So if you're aware of this person, if you're seeing them on social media or something, and you're like, how come they're smiling? I'm going through all of this pain, and there they are smiling, seeming to have a happy life. They're not contacting me. What the hell's going on? They're not happy, but they've got a smile on their face. They're pretending to be the warrior. They're a warrior, so they are getting into that strength. They are finding that strength within them now. They're getting into that warrior. So once they're ready, they're going to come in and they're going to tell you. What is it they're going to tell you? So let's get some love messages out for you here. What do they want to say to you? If there was some contact, what would they say to you, flowers? There's more, the heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. That's what they want to say to you. There is more going on than meets the eye. Yes, you might see them smiling and joking and laughing, but that's just a front. They're going through a hell of a lot at the moment. They want you to know that love is all around you, that you are loved. Oh. Anything else that they want to say if they were speaking? Ask for help. Ask for help. Be willing to accept support. They really want to help you. Hey, they want to come in and help you. This is someone, yes, they're a helper. I was picking that up. They're a helper. They're a very loving and giving person. They want to help you. They want to show that. So maybe you have had non-reciprocal relationships before and they want to come in, they want to give to you, which is why they won't come in. Right, okay. That's why they won't come in until they feel victorious. So maybe they know that about you already, that you haven't received much from people, and they're like, I'm not going to do that to flowers. I'm not going to do that to flowers. I'm going to wait until I've got something to give, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to help flowers, because I'm not going to be like those people that came before me and not do that for them. So they're learning a hell of a lot about themselves at the moment to get in their strength, to come forward. The reason that they're not communicating with you is they're very emotional about this, and they're having to raise themselves up and empower themselves right now before they're willing to come in. so that they've got something good to tell you when they do. And there you go, flowers. So if that sounds like you, if that sounds like your situation, like it could be true, you might want some more guidance on this. So I'll pop a link for that up there, by the way. That's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. 15 or 16, I think. So yeah, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation right now. Dealing with this, healing from this, maybe what you should be focused on instead of this. Guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics, that kind of thing, how to make it work good. Because you've obviously got quite a few dynamics going on here with your soulmate. It's showing up as your soulmate, in case you didn't know. And possible timelines, how this might all go down. So if you want to get that, book in for it. As I said, you'll receive it in an email. And so check your junk, spam, promotions folders for that email, and then click on the flower link that's in there, and you can instantly download that. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, all of that. Very much appreciated. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So if you chose the shell, then this one is for you, shells. Let's find out why the no contact. Let's see. So as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. So that is a written reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story or could be your story, you might want to get some more information about it. And so it's a written reading. I'll go into advice and guidance for you right now. The situation you find yourself in right now with this no contact, how to deal with it, that kind of thing. How to move it forward, maybe. And guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, and possible dynamics, that kind of thing, how to make it work good, and possible timelines, how this might all go down. If that sounds good to you, there's a link in the description box and in the comments for this video. You'll also find a link popping up there toward the end of this reading. So let's find out why no contact. Sharing your wisdom, but there's no sharing. There's no sharing going on at the moment. What's this? Sharing your wisdom. Are you sharing your wisdom at the moment? Are they kind of soaking it up? Are they watching you? They're listening to you? Could be that. You're sharing your wisdom. They're not. You could be making them feel a bit inept at the moment, like they're not very wise. You could be telling them what to do, directly or indirectly. You could be making them feel inept in some kind of a way. Unconditional love. Meet Echo. She's a soft being of pure love. She's a nest of comfort and compassion. She loves unconditionally and embraces fully without exception. She transmutes pain and failure into blessings and wisdom. When you feel vulnerable or self-doubting, she will engulf you. Yeah, this person is feeling that. Vulnerable and self-doubting. She will engulf you in love and solace. I feel like you just will love them out of it, kind of thing, but you won't. They need to find that self-love inside of themselves. This is someone who sees you sharing your wisdom, sees you as unconditionally loving, and you think that you can kind of piece them back together with your love, whereas they kind of backing off from it because they don't feel worthy. They feel inept. They feel like they're not worthy. They feel not worthy of you. You might be trying to rescue this person. Beware of that, because that's enabling behavior. This person needs to find self-love. They need to do it for themselves, right? They need to fix themselves. You can't fix it for them. You can't let it out of them. She can see your supposed imperfections as mere beloved quirks. She salutes the true spirit in you. Love yourself as Echo does, and let that love spread outward to your friends, family, and fellow human beings. Let go of judgment and love everyone just as they are. Now, I feel that you're wise and you're very loving, but are you that wise if you're trying to love people out of their own lessons, kind of thing? You might be very willing to offer this person so much love. This is screaming to me, shells, that you need to do that self-love thing for yourself. You need to make something for yourself now. Use that wisdom for you, not for them. So you could be focused on this person instead of focusing on yourself, and you should be focusing on yourselves. But let's see what their part in is in this. Why the no contact from them? You could seem completely out of their league. 10 of Cups. Oh, wow. Wish fulfillment, like full wish fulfillment. So they could see a life with you. Yeah, like it'd be very fulfilling. And Judgment, an awakening. An awakening. They don't feel good enough for you. But there's an awakening there. So why no contact? Why no contact from Shell's person? Why no contact from Shell's person here? Thank you. Okay, 5 of Swords. Headache. Doing the head in. What's doing the head in? 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out of things or leaving themselves out of it. I think your person doesn't feel worthy, hey? 2 of Pentacles, things up in the air, juggling things. Let's get some clarity about this, though, of what's going on for them. So, the 10 of Cups, it's very fulfilled. So, I think that they think that you two together could have a lot of fulfillment. It's a good first card to get out there. The 2 of Inspiration. There's a choice to be made here. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go to Shell? Or do I don't know what the other option is for them. But they're watching right now. They're watching you right now, Charles. Judgment. What's this judgment? They're having an awakening right now. They're having an awakening right now. They're having an awakening right now. Why have we got the Judgment card out here? The Page of Inspiration and the 2 of Emotions. So a love offer. The Page of Inspiration is a very young, naive energy. You see, I was hearing, when I was shuffling then, I was hearing, why would Shell want to be with me? They don't know why you'd want to be with them. They're wondering why. You might seem completely out of their league. And you're coming up as like unconditionally loving. They're seeing that, but they're like, why? Why would they want to unconditionally love me? Why not? Why not? Like go for someone that has more or does more or can love them back. It could be that your sights are set really low, Charles, and you should be wanting more for yourself. But I don't know, there's a bit of a, maybe they're seeing you as kind of naive because of that, your willingness to unconditionally love. Because, I mean, unconditional love is great, don't get me wrong, unconditional love is great. But unconditional relationships kind of fucked up. Like, you shouldn't be unconditionally willing to go into a relationship. Yeah, unconditionally love people, but it's like, you got to take care of you and your stuff and your heart, and you don't just get into a relationship with anyone. So, I don't know, you could have someone here, Shells, that's got very different energy, and your willingness to unconditionally love or unconditionally be in relationship with them, despite what they're showing you about themselves, they're making them very wary. Like, why? Why is Shell offering me all of this love and this love offer when I've not earned it? I've not earned it. I've not shown that I'm like offering that back. I've not shown that I'm. Is this all? I don't know. This could be in your imagination, Shell. This would be very confusing energy. I get it. Someone's offering you love and you've not earned it, or you've not shown that you want to be in a relationship with them, that you're looking for commitment, that you want this 10 of Cups, that you want, that you are invested in them, and then someone just like offers it you. You're like, what are you doing? It's like someone offering you a job that you've not applied for. That's what it feels like. Well, why the 5 of Swords? So there's some confusion and there's some like, it's just doing my head in. The Chariot. They're wanting to race forward with it. Why are you doing this, Charles? So they are confused right now. They're like, why does Charles want to be in a relationship? Why are they trying to rush forward with me? Why are they like just knowing about this? Why are they offering me unconditional love and unconditional relationship? Why do they think that they know about me? Ooh. So they're having to leave themselves out in the cold is what I was getting from that Five of Pentacles. They could be wondering whether you're a complete psycho because you're too willing to give energy to them. That's the kind of energy here is, you know, like if someone was being really pushy, and I've had people like that before in my life. I'm not saying that this is what you're doing, but one time there was this guy, and he wanted to talk to me about my business. This was when my business first started off, and it was called Byron by Neurotherapy, the first year of its incarnation. And I was doing the neurotherapy. Anyway, he wanted to know about my business and what I did, and he said that he was interested in getting some treatment, right? So that was just in a social setting that we had that conversation. So I took his number because, of course, I wanted to get a flyer. I didn't carry my flyers around with me. I wanted to get him some more information. He was interested in my business. I believed him, right? And so I'd called him up. I don't think I talked to him. I think I left him a message asking, was he interested in that? Anyway, that was it. He called me back and said, oh, I'll talk to you about it more whenever, on Friday night. I went out because I would go out every Friday night at that time with my friends and everything. Then I got a call from him, and I didn't see him while I was out. And then I got a call from him the day later or whatever. I remember it very clearly because I was in the school playground picking up my kids from school, and he was really angry. And he said, where were you? Right, when? Where were you on Friday night? Well, I was out with my friends. Why? Well, I thought we were going to meet up. I said, oh, I didn't see you when I was out. And he said, didn't it mean anything to you? I said, huh? And so he was being complete psycho because he was reading something into. He'd honestly, he'd only been asking me about my business. That's all. We hadn't got into any personal conversation or anything. So he was making it out to be something that it was not at all. And so I stayed the hell away from him, of course. Like, sirens are going off in my head. This is a psycho kind of thing. So the reason I tell you that is because they're wary. They're wary of you because you seem to be offering way too much, way too soon, and it isn't warranted in that kind of way. So you could be making something up in your mind that this means more. I mean, it could be more. You could make it into more, but you actually need to be upfront and actually be in a relationship. You might think that you're offering that, but this is someone who is very confused and wants to stay the hell away from you. Ace of Voices. So this is about thoughts and messages, and again, it's like the wisdom thing too. You might be thinking that you're sharing wisdom with them, and maybe that lunatic thought he was sharing wisdom with me, that I should have felt it should have been important to me to meet him on that Friday. I had no idea. And anyway, he wasn't important to me at all. I had no feelings for him whatsoever. It was just someone asking about my business. But yeah, I'm getting this same feeling from this. Is they're having to holding themselves back because you're making something mean something that it's not. And I'm not saying that it might not be that in the future. It could be that, but the way that you're going about it to this person is like, why? They're having to pull back because it's not normal. It's not the normal progression of things. And so it could be shells that you think that they're your twin flame or your soulmate, but you haven't actually been given evidence of that. You've not actually had a normal relationship, like you haven't dated and got to know them and all of that, and then both decided to be in a relationship because you're compatible and all of that. You might just be going off a feeling or some kind of a signs, and that it raises red flags in anybody's mind, that, or it should do, because that's the kind of grasping. I would never do it. I'm a psychic and I would never do it. I would never say, and I have done in the past. I've been a psycho in the past, thinking that someone was mine even though they weren't offering me a thing. I'd never do it now. I'd get to know somebody to find out whether they are really compatible, rather than going off a feeling or even a reading, because you can get a lot of carrots in readings, you know, telling you that someone's like your person when they're not. Two of Pentacles, so that things are up in the air, the juggling stuff. What are they juggling? Their sanity, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I just landed in the wet. My iced coffee. Muse of Materials. Oh, you might work with this person. Okay, so the Muse of Materials, the King of Pentacles, the juggling, the work, and then your advances. So you could be working with this person, or you could have kind of got involved with them, then your customer, you're their customer. You could be working together, or they're having to juggle this unwanted attention from you. Let's call it a spade. They're trying to juggle this unwanted attention from you and their work. I would back right off from this person. It feels to me like you haven't got into this sanely and as a normal relationship to date them to. I'm not saying, like, I don't date people. I don't do that. I'm not saying that you need to do that, but there needs to be a period when you actually get to know them, and that needs to be a lengthy kind of period, really. I wouldn't get involved with anyone, even tell them that I like them until I'd watched them, interacted with them, spent time with them, got to know them first. That's what I did with my last man. I knew him for a month, spending time with him every day, really getting to know him. And even so, I waited until his family's kids were there to see him with that before I told him that I liked him. I was already in love with him by the time I told him that. But there's a progression, you know? You don't just jump on into a relationship based on a feeling. So the Ten of Cups and the Two of Inspiration, or based on some information that they're your twin flame or soulmate or something like that. You can't know that until you've got. And anyway, even if you do have a connection with someone, there needs to be a willingness. The relationship is about two people investing, wanting to be in it, investing that time. You've got to be on the same page. How do you find out if you're on the same page? You get to know them. You've got to be upfront and non-psycho about that. So the Ten of Cups and the Two of Inspiration. Integration. What was this one again? Yeah, unconditional love. So you're offering this unconditional love, and that's when unconditional love can be scary, when it's not warranted. Integration. So this person that you've got your sights set on, they want a loving relationship. Yes, they do. And they're kind of choosing that in their life. And they might even be able to see that in you, that the potential is there. But equally, they're seeing not that. It feels to me like you're a lesson to them, maybe a lesson that they've had before. Because someone like you can be very attractive to someone who's just in their ego, wants their ego stroking. Oh yeah, shower attention. I don't deserve it, but I'm not going to give it you back. But shower me with attention. So you're going to be attracting people with ego. Now, that's not what I'm getting from this person. It's kind of like you've picked someone better, but you're going about it in the same way. Shower someone with attention, with your wisdom and everything. Don't expect a thing back from them or require anything from them or get to know them or anything. Just shower the love onto them. Bombard them, love bomb them. It's kind of narcissistic behavior what you're doing, by the way. This is resonating with you. Love bomb them, and then they will succumb and I'll get what I want from them. So I feel like you're a bit of a lesson to them. They could have had that kind of a relationship in the past, a non-relationship. It's not really a relationship, that it's a one-way love bombing. Judgment and the two emotions and the page of inspiration. It's awakening them though. Yeah, they could have been through something like this before and it could have struck their ego and then. So if you're a cross watcher, I mean, if you're watching this and you're resonating to the other side of this, it's probably giving you a lot of information, right? Judgment, two of emotions, and the page of inspiration. What's behind this? Masculine energy. So yeah, taking the lead. So I'm picking up a feminine energy from you, but you're making the love offer here. They're having an awakening from that. So you're the one making the moves, even if it's just energetic or you're getting in touch with them or whatever. And they're backing off because they're not being in the masculine energy. Well, it doesn't seem that they're offering any kind of an energy to you. I wonder why you are to them because of that. It's not making them feel in the masculine energy. You know, there's something to sitting back and letting someone reciprocate, someone ask us out on a date, someone want to do something for us. That, especially the masculine, they want to do that. They want to be taking the lead. Maybe chasing in a way, but it's not really chasing, just offering something. They want to do something. They want to impress us. They want to take us out. They want to do something for us. They want to feel like them. That makes them feel like a man. If you're like putting all the attention and everything you've got onto them, not requiring a thing from them, they're not being the man, the masculine energy. Even if you're a man and they're a woman, we all need to have that masculine energy. If you're like bombarding them, love bombing them with stuff and you're not expecting a thing from them, that's going to feel weird to them. We all need to have that, some kind of a balance of masculine and feminine energy within us. Everybody does. So it seems to me like you're kind of barking up the wrong tree here, Shells. Your target of affections is a lesson for you, and it's a lesson for them too. Five of Swords and the Chariot. It's doing the head in that you're wanting to rush forward into this. What's behind this? Yeah, the feminine energy. It's kind of confusing, right? So the feminine's wanting to rush into this, and the masculine's like, hang on a minute. I'm either one that should be offering something. It's like someone trying to pay you when you've done no work for them. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to pay me? What? Very confusing. Whereas the feminine energy is receptive, you know? Lets the masculine energy and the other do something for them, and then receives it and says, thank you for loving me like that. This isn't love, it's like a takeover. It's a takeover that requires no reciprocation. It's a love bombing, it's a bamboozling, it's a control thing. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Voices, so they're having to leave themselves out for sure. Wow, I'm surprised they haven't got a restraining order against you. Healing energy, having to heal themselves. It's very confusing to them. So you're kind of giving them a lesson trying to integrate something. So I think that this person has been love bombed before, that they've been trying to control before, and yeah, you're helping them to learn a past lesson here. What are you learning from it? Well, we need to find that out in the deeper dive, don't we? Because yeah, you need some. If this is you, if you're like, oh shit, yeah, this is me, this is what I'm doing, you need some help here, because this is not good behavior, and it's not going to get you a relationship. It might get you a one-sided drain thing, but it's not going to get you a relationship. Two of Pentacles and the Muse of Materials. Give us more on this. It does feel like maybe you're working with them, or they're a client, you're a client. They're a customer, you're a customer. They're the boss, you're working for them, something like that, and they're having to juggle this. Discernment and retreat. So they're having to have discernment and retreat from you, but they're having to do it in a considered way. So yes, you've been an absolute nightmare for them. It's getting in the way of their work. They could be dreading going to work because of it. Wow. So yes, they're being silent because you've put them in a very difficult position here. It's unwanted attention is what it is. Trust. They're kind of hoping that you're going to back off. They're kind of trusting you to do that so that they don't have to get a court order against you, or have you sacked, or quit you as a client, or stop going to your place of work, or whatever it is. They're kind of trusting. Luck is on the side too. They're hoping to be lucky, like they could be wishing, please get shelter back off, to sort it out. So there's a complication. This is a complication in this. They can't just walk away because you've ensnared them somehow. There's a link now. There's some kind of a work link going on. They're trying to be fair with you and not have you lose your job, or them lose their job, or whatever it is. So they're kind of trusting, they're hoping to be lucky with this, that it's going to get sorted out. It's not a relationship that's going to be sorted out here. Detaching, that you'll just detach and you will focus on somewhere else and on someone else, and let go and stop trying to do this. Okay, let's get some more out. Oh, I know contact from them. If you do get some contact from this person, it's going to be through a lawyer, I would think. Broom, new home, new attitude. They are considering getting out of there. Chair filled. Oh, this person. Someone new is entering your life. Someone new is entering their lives. They could be starting to see somebody that's offering them an actual relationship here. That might make you crazy. Crazier. Chair filled. Someone new. Yes. Hammock. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. They're checking out. They don't want to deal with this. I don't really feel like they should deal with this either. They're wishing that you back off. Dog far away. Distant friend is thinking of you. Don't know what that's about. That's a random thing in there. A distant friend is thinking of you. Oh, maybe it's you bringing up, yeah, they're integrating some old learning that they've had. You're reminding them of someone in the past. Not in a good way. Give us more. Vision. A vision of their future. This is very much, I'm getting into their energy now that's got nothing to do with you. A vision of the future. They do know what they want. Like the first card out is the Ten of Cups, so they do actually want a relationship, this person, but yeah, and they've got a vision for that and what it'll be. The thread. There's a tenuous link. This is a tenuous link. So the link, the connection that you're feeling with them is a very tenuous link here. There's not much there. Eternal child. They're kind of seeing you as a child, as being very naive, very young, very naive, very like the Page of Inspiration here. yeah, kind of clueless. Do I really want to get these cards out? Yeah, because this might be the other way around for you, right? So, what would they want to tell you if they were communicating with you? What would they want to tell you if they were communicating with you? Express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Maybe that's what you're doing, is you're giving them gifts and things. You do seem to be showering them with attention here, but it's unwanted and unrequited, and yeah. Spiritual connection now. A relationship is a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. But this could be what you're feeling here. You want to give them gifts. You think that you've got this spiritual connection with them. I think if you do have a spiritual connection with them, it's because you've both got lessons here. This is a karmic kind of thing. They've had a past with someone similar to you. You're reminding them of that. They're dealing with this differently now, not falling into that same trap again. And for you, you need to learn about this too. Stop doing that. Like, have a normal relationship instead. It's obviously not available to you at the moment to do that because whatever trauma that you've been through, you're thinking that you need to love bomb someone to get them into, instead of allowing a reciprocal relationship, someone that's going to love and support you and make an effort towards you, and all of that for it to be reciprocal. So yes, if you're feeling a spiritual connection, it's because you've got a big lesson to learn here. Anything else? Honesty is essential. You need to be honest with yourself now. I mean, if you're still watching this, good job, Shells. But yeah, you need to be honest with yourself right now and wake up to this. I mean, you've got a lot going on that is unresolved and unhealed within you if this is your idea of a relationship and that you think that something is going to come from this. And maybe there's a lot of people out there that are kind of like this, those that are believing that someone is the twin flame when that person is running a mile from them because it's very toxic behavior, very clingy, very controlling, very love bombing, very it's the dark side of unconditional love, really, is what this is. So there you go. If you think that is your story or could be your story, Shells, you probably will want to get that deeper dive to it. So a written reading to really help you out on this, how to break free of this, guidance for you in this situation right now, how to heal yourself from this. I'm not even going to go into this relationship because it's a non-relationship. It's going to be all about you, Shells, and how to break yourself free from this pattern. So there you go. If you do want that, it's 20 Australian dollars. I'll pop a link for it up there. 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 or 16 American dollars. It's emailed right to you, as long as you get your email address right, that is. It'll be in your inbox or your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check in those places before you email me saying you don't have it. Your email will have crystal, flower and shell in there. Just click on the shell one, you can download that immediately. So there you go. Good luck with this, with healing this and learning a new way to be in actual relationships that will be good for you. Shells, thank you as always for your watching this, for your support of my channel, your likes, your watches, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments. Very much appreciated. Good luck with this and with this healing this pattern and becoming the real you that can have a real relationship. I'll see you next time. Bye.